Two had gone on strike earlier. Thanks for attracting all these paying customers with all your signage and your sloganeering.
All right, Mr. Krabs. You've gone too far this time. You can pick on me, but Squidward is a great leader. We are workers united. We're tired of your smelly greed, and we're gonna saw your tables, and we're gonna smash stuff with the people's hammer, and we're gonna... Squidward, what was that other part?
Dismantle your oppressive establishment?
Ah, that too! And me and Squidward are gonna stay on strike until we get what we deserve, even if it takes forever! 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 Forever!
On strike with SpongeBob forever?
Hey, Squidward, I bet old man Krabs is gonna break any day. Squidward, 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 Squidward.
All right, Squidward, time to tear this place down. No more exploitation, no more underpaid labor, no more Krabby Patties without benefits. Steps forward. Whoa, 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 SpongeBob, hold your bubbles. But we're on strike. We're supposed to dismantle the means of production. That's what the pamphlet said. Yes, SpongeBob, we're on strike, but destroying the Krusty Krab, that's not justice. That's vandalism, and frankly, I have better taste. SpongeBob. But Mr. Krabs is never going to listen. He'd rather eat his own money than give us a raise. Then we don't destroy the Krusty Krab. We outlive 2 months of the strike. Visual, a split-screen timeline. On one side, SpongeBob and Squidward sitting outside the Krusty Krab holding handmade signs. Fair wages now. No more grease burns. We want health insurance. On the other side, Mr. Krabs inside, counting money, laughing maniacally, until the camera zooms out to show the restaurant completely empty. Not a single customer. For 2 months, they stood their ground, rain or shine, jellyfish migrations or underwater earthquakes. SpongeBob and Squidward became symbols, the unlikely duo who said enough. At first, Krabs laughed. He hired a robotic fry cook. It exploded after 3 hours. He tried a drive-through conch shell system. It just confused everyone. He even brought in Larry the Lobster as a motivational fry cook. Larry lasted 1 shift before quitting to go lift at the gym. The Krusty Krab wasn't the same without them, and the customers noticed. Inside the chum bucket, Plankton watching a monitor labeled Krusty Krab Surveillance. Plang. Look at that Karen, the mighty Krusty Krab, reduced to a ghost town. No SpongeBob, no Squidward, no sales. I finally won. Actually, Plankton, your sales only went up by 0.3%. Also, you sold 1 chum burger to a confused sea cucumber. Well, it's the principle. Visual. They're sitting on a park bench eating kelp sandwiches. SpongeBob looks tired, but determined. Squidward stares into the distance, clarinet in hand. You know, Squidward, I never thought it'd come to this. I loved flipping patties, the sizzle, the aroma, the way the pickles crunch. Yeah, and I hated every second of it, but at least I had air conditioning and a break room I could pretend was an art studio. So, what now? We just sit here forever? Stands up, straightens his collar. No, we move on. We create something better, something that doesn't involve grease traps or a boss who thinks dental is a luxury. Like a podcast? How did you even know what a podcast was? Pulls out a tiny microphone from his pocket. I listened to one while I was on strike. It was called The Deep Thoughts of a Mollusk. It changed my life. Well, then, let's make one, but it's going to be my show, and it's called Squidward's Corner. Squidward's Corner takes off. Visual, a cozy, dimly lit set. Squidward sits in a velvet armchair, clarinet resting beside him. SpongeBob bounces in the background, occasionally popping into frame with sound effects. Squidward casts. Squid Podcast, welcome back to Squidward's Corner. Today's topic, why Bikini Bottom needs a public transportation system that doesn't involve jellyfish taxis. And why are the bus seats made of sponges? That's just cruel. Spies, but smile slightly. Exactly, SpongeBob. Exactly. Visual. The podcast gains traction. Fish listen on seashell radios. Kids at school debates Squidward's take on the over-sexualization of Mermaid Man merchandise. Text on screen, Squidward's Corner. 50,000 listeners in 3 weeks. Scene, SpongeBob and Squidward in their new studio, a converted shed behind Squidward's house. We're actually making a difference. Who knew grumbling about society could be this fulfilling? And look, we even started that Go Fish Me campaign for Pearl. She got her dream prom dress. And we helped Old Man Jenkins replace his coral roof after the storm, all because people cared. We're not just fry cooks and cashiers, Squidward. We're community builders. Don't make me regret not dismantling the Krusty Krab. 2 months later, the collapse of the visual. The Krusty Krab sign is now covered in seaweed. Windows boarded up. A for rent sign sways in the current. Inside, Mr. Krabs sits alone at the register, surrounded by piles of unsold Krabby Patties. A single tear rolls down his cheek and lands on a dime, which he quickly picks up and pockets. 2 months without a single sale. Even the rats stopped coming. He looks at a photo on the wall, a young Krabs and Plankton, arms around each other, smiling in front of a tiny burger stand labeled The Krusty Crew. Mr. Krabs. We used to be friends, Sheldon. The chum bucket, Plankton, is dancing on his desk. Plankton. Victory. The Krusty Krab is gone. I am the last restaurant standing in Bikini Bottom. Karen rolls her screen eyes. Technically, the spittoon is still open, and the kelp shake smoothie hut. Plankton. Details. I've outlasted Krabs. I've won. Just then, the door creaks open. Mr. Krabs stands there, hat in hand, shoulders slumped. Gasps, then grins wickedly. Krabs, come to beg for a job because I might let you mop the floors for minimum wage in Chum. No, Sheldon. I came to talk. Plankton freezes. No gloating, no yelling, just silence. I lost everything. SpongeBob and Squidward quit. The teens quit. Even Sandy said she wouldn't eat there anymore because of the toxic work environment. Plankton stares. For the first time, he sees not a rival, but a broken old crab. I always thought beating you would feel different. Looks up. I spent my life chasing pennies. I treated my employees like machines. And now, I've got nothing but rust and regrets. Long pause. The aquarium hums softly. Okay, new idea. What now? Gonna sell my tears as a new sauce? No. I'm saying, what if we work together? You're joking. I'm serious. No tricks. No mind control. No secret formulas. Just two old friends running a real restaurant. One that pays fair wages. One that treats people right. Eyes narrow. You'd really do that? I've spent my life trying to destroy you, but maybe I just wanted to be seen, to be equal, not a villain, just a businessman with dreams. Mr. Krabs stands. Slowly, he extends a claw. Mr. Krabs, partners? Plankton hesitates, then shakes the claw. Partners. New beginning. Visual. A brand new restaurant rises from the ruins of both the Krusty Krab and the Chum Bucket. The sign reads, Krabs and Plankton, no tricks, no strings. Inside, SpongeBob and Squidward walk in, stunned. Mr. Krabs and Plankton greet them in matching aprons. We've changed things, boys. Full benefits, paid vacation, even a nap room for Squidward. A nap room? And we're sourcing sustainable kelp. Also, no more secret formulas. Just good food, fairly made. Buys. It's beautiful. Fine, I'll come back if I get a corner office with a view. You'll get a whole wing. They all laugh. Even Plankton. Final scene, outside, night falls. SpongeBob and Squidward sit on a dock looking at the new restaurant glowing in the distance. We did it, Squidward. We actually made a difference. We actually made a difference. Yeah. Who knew a strike could start a revolution? Next week on Squidward's Corner, why Bikini Bottom needs a symphony orchestra. Groans. I'm not saying no. The clarinet melody swells. The camera pulls back, showing the ocean, the city, the lights, a community changed, not by force, but by standing together. In a world where the little guy is always expected to bend, sometimes the bravest thing you can do is stand still. SpongeBob and Squidward didn't just go on strike. They started a movement, and in the end, even the most stubborn hearts and the tiniest plankton can learn to change. Because fairness isn't a threat, it's the foundation.